What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different with the intro. Instead of just grabbing my keys, moving the cars out of the way and moving the bike, just to stop it from getting too boring and too repetitive. But I guess that'll do. So, welcome to the video. In this video today we are going to be changing the coolant on my Aprilia RS4. I'm going to give you a how-to guide on changing it for yourselves. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is take off these front fairings to give us access to the radiator. For that you're going to need a 4mm Allen key, a 3mm Allen key, and I use a flat-headed screwdriver just to pop some clips out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 Allen key bolts. Underneath the liner we've got 1, 2, 3 plastic clips, and then behind here as well we've got some more plastic clips. There's also a plastic clip underneath to split the two front fairings from each other. Okay, so once you've got all of the bolts off from the front, you can see, start levering it away, just like that. And just down the back, just here, is another plastic clip, and that will separate this top piece from this bottom piece. Just like that. And once that's exposed, we've got another Allen key just here. Now with all that removed, make sure you get that clip just at the bottom and pull the two fairings apart underneath. And once all that's undone, this bottom fairing should just slide straight out like that. So once you're at this point, we're going to go to the other side. It's the exact same process to get those other fairings off. That will give us access to the expansion tank bottle. Once the lower panel's off, it's going to be in the way of the kickstand, so either get a friend to help you or just carefully push up the bike slightly to be able to get the lower fairing out. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is take off this coolant expansion tank. We've got one bolt down here, which is a 5mm just down here. And the other bolt, I have to go into the wheel well, is right up there in that shroud there. And that one is also the same size. So I'm going to get those two undone. I can pull the coolant bottle off and I'll tip out that coolant. Once those two bolts are out, the coolant bottle is now free to move. We've got a couple of hoses on it, so I'm going to take this top one off with this clip here. Then we're going to tilt the tank back, get that other one undone, and then we're going to tip this straight into an empty bottle. There we have one coolant expansion tank off. I've got this empty bottle here, so I'm just going to fill it, chuck it into there. And that's the first part of this job done. You can either reinstall this now and fill it up once the radiator's done, or we can leave that out and reinstall it later. Coming back around to this side, the only way to drain the coolant is by taking off this radiator hose. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up the band here. We're going to pull this hose off, and we're going to try and get the majority of it into here. Wish me luck. And this top bolt is a 7mm socket, or it looks like you can get a crosshead or a flathead screwdriver in there as well for this clamp. Once that clamp is loose, we're going to pull this hose off. So now that the system is all drained, we're going to reattach this hose. I'm going to put this clamp back on. We've filled the radiator all the way to the top, and all we're going to do now is start the bike up. And once that's done, we're going to take this clamp off, take the hose off, drain the deionised water out and refill it with coolant. Just be careful on this bit because this could be quite hot. Once that's all drained, slide the hose back on, tighten up the clamp, and let's get this filled up with new coolant. The coolant I'm using is a Mobile Antifreeze Advanced Concentrate, so we're putting in about 250 ml, and we're going to match that with deionised water. Once you've refilled the system, make sure you refit the radiator cap and refill the coolant expansion tank. Make sure that's nice and tight. Make sure all of your work's tight. And then we're going to start it up. We're going to keep an eye on the expansion tank on the other side, and we're going to refill it if necessary. Once you've done that, it's time to refit the fairings, and that is job done. Make sure as well that you dispose of your old coolant at your local recycling centre and keep it away from your pets, please, please, please. The smell of coolant to animals is very sweet, but it is very, very poisonous, so make sure you dispose of it properly. I'm going to crack on now and refit all my fairings, but thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. And then we're going to tilt the